1204 using VirtualBox. So here we already have VirtualBox up and running. So we're going to create a new virtual machine. Click on New. You have to name your virtual machine. We're going to call ours LPrecise64. We're going to spell it correctly. It detects that it's a Linux system. It's Ubuntu 64-bit. Go ahead and click Continue. The default memory size is 512. Depending on how much memory you have in your machine, you can increase this. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to a gig, so 1024. And click Continue. The next step is to create a hard drive. We're going to go with the default, which is to create a virtual hard drive now. We click Create. Go with the default again. EDI, VirtualBox disk image. Go with the default again for dynamically allocate it. For this, 8 gigs can be a little small. I up this to 20 gigabytes. Now, at this point, you have the machine that's ready to be booted, but we want to do one thing first before we actually fire it up, and that is to load a CD into the virtual CD-ROM drive. So come down here to Storage, click that. This dialog will pop up, and you see this little CD-ROM looking icon. Click on that. Go over here to the right. Click on the CD icon. Then you can choose a virtual CD ISO file. And I already happen to have downloaded a bunch of Ubuntu ISOs. And so we're going to pick the Ubuntu 1204 desktop AMD 64 ISO. Click Open. You can see it's now loaded. We're done with this screen. We click OK. At this point, we can go ahead and fire up our virtual machine. So make sure it's highlighted. Come up here, click Start. And your virtual machine will begin to boot. Now, if you didn't already have downloaded the ISO, I'm going to show you where you can get that from. Basically, just jump over to Ubuntu's website, www.ubuntu.com. On the top, you'll see a bunch of links. One of them is Download. Click Download. To the left here, see Ubuntu Desktop. Go ahead and click that. Now, for this demonstration, we're not using 1210. We're going to use 1204 LTS. So I recommend 64-bit if your machine can handle it, if not 32-bit. So you would click 64-bit and click Get Ubuntu. And then it will try to nag you to give them some money, which you don't have to do. You can say not now, take me to the download. And the download will start automatically, and if it doesn't, there is a click this download now link. Anyways, back to our install. So here in our virtual machine, the virtual machine is booted off of the CD image, and we have the option of trying Ubuntu or installing Ubuntu. We want to install Ubuntu, so we click Install Ubuntu. There are some checks, which it's all passed, so there's green arrows. I'm going to click on Download Updates while installing to help move this installation around. I'm not going to click Install this third-party software. That's mainly just to make this install go faster. Click Continue. The next step, it's going to erase the virtual disk drive that it's created for this and install Ubuntu on it. And then this is sort of your last sort of warning before you actually delete the virtual disk. So click Install now. You set your location, New York, continue. Keyboard layout, just go with the defaults, English, US. Your name, you can have whatever you want. For this demo, we're going to use loud. It will then make a loud-virtualbox or a username-virtualbox default. I'm going with a loud username and a super secret secure password. And I'm going to tell it to log me in automatically. And click continue. Okay, at this point it will download all of the files and install the system. And we will pick up in another video when something more interesting is happening.